Gatti Ward, visible there over Gatti's right shoulder after their 30 rounds of sustained combat against each other. They remain very close friends.
You wonder who some of these people are, Jim. I met a New York City police officer today who told me he had autographed Gatti gloves, autographed shorts, and an autographed poster. I met two young men a little while ago who came all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee, just for this electricity.
Not the greatest fighter of his era, but where would boxing have been the last 10 years without it?
Boy, in a bad state, even so bad to the point where I have music industry people, about a guy by the name of Kevin Lyles, who said he would not miss an Arturo Gatti fight, and he's here tonight. That's saying something to me.
That is indeed.
Should remark here, Jim, that in our meeting with Gatti yesterday, he seemed a little bit testier, a little bit more on edge than we've seen him lately. I don't know if it's because of all the talk about Mayweather and the contract and so on, or because of the Joe Souza situation. He angrily said at one point, Joe Souza will never work his corner again. But then he gave a kind of semi-retraction and said, well, maybe we'll see again sometime.
Does bigger money mean bigger pressure, Roy?
Yes, it does. That big money always means more pressure, because the big pressure is that you have to win tonight to save yourself an opportunity to make that big money.
And of course, Mayweather got past his hurdle last week. It's always more difficult to be the second guy who has to win to set up the big fight. Let's go to Michael Buffer now for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, main events in association with Golden Boy Promotions, Bally's Atlantic City, and Caesars Atlantic City are proud to present the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Nemiroff. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., board members Dennis McDonough and Stephen Katz. At ringside, the three judges scoring this contest will be Guido Cavalieri, Julie Letterman, and John Stewart. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Earl Brown. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black, official weight, 140 pounds. A veteran of 55 professional bouts, 47 victories, including 19 knockouts, with 6 defeats, 2 bouts even, and 1 no contest. Here is the challenger, the fighting pride of San Antonio, Texas, the former super featherweight world champion and former IBA lightweight champion of the world, Jesse and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with blue, official weight 140 pounds, professional record 38 victories, including 29 knockouts, with 6 defeats. From Jersey City, New Jersey, the ultimate blood and guts warrior, the 2-time world champion, the reigning, defending WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Arturo Thunder Gatti.
James, Arturo, you received your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Anything from here down will be considered a low blow. Anything from here down will be considered a low blow. Touch them up, Good luck to both of you.
Gatti says he wants to win the right way tonight, to hit and not get hurt against Leija. We'll believe it when we see it.
We believe the warrior tattoo on Arturo Gatti's tummy is a new one. Leija is markedly unmarked in this era for prize fighters. Tattooless as he steps into the ring. Arturo Gatti at his best in the third ward fight, in the brief 2-round knockout of Leonard Dorian in his last fight, throws more than 40 jabs per round, meaning he's working off a boxing base. And he's working with the jab here early, and Leija is trying to match him jab for jab. Crowd begins to chant immediately for the love of their lives.
That's what they came here to see, Jim. Arturo Thunder Gatti.
And if they want to see him in one of his legendary wars, they've got a chance tonight. We don't guarantee anything anymore. The Doreen fight looked like a can't-miss fight of the year candidate, and it was over in a round and a half. Because Gatti befuddled Doreen with his boxing, and he's a bigger man. There, he rocks Leija with an uppercut that knocked James back a step or two. Gatti's greater range is already visible. So Leija has to swing wide, has to step in, has to find ways to shorten the distance in order to land.
Well, he's a shorter fighter, so we expect that he'd have to go in closer to land a punch.
Arturo sticking his jab in Leija's face. Left hook for James Leija. It's been a relatively tactical round one. Left-hand body shot for Leija. They fought virtually the entire round at the center of the ring. James was able to get to Bojado in the middle rounds with a steady dose of overhand rights. He's hoping the same punch can work here. Gatti's been susceptible to right hands from some opponents in the past. Good, solid jab for Gatti as Leija was walking in.
And Leija has landed one of those overhand rights already tonight. It's just a matter of time for him to see how long can he touch David Banner before he makes him change into the incredible hook.
There's the right hand by Leija. You see he throws it in an overhand arc. Good uppercut by Gatti. Once again, stuffs Leija backward. Both men had their moments in round one.
And now, you know he's trying to get the right hand in. So just step around to your right. Keep going to your right. The uppercuts are working beautiful, baby. Very good. Nice deep breath. Now, sometimes I want you to do this. Feint the jab, then jab. Because what he's doing, he's trying to jab when you jab. So feint the jab sometime, then when he commits, you jab. And step around to your right. Walk away from the right hand. Okay? Very good. Keep timing with them uppercuts, baby. Very good.
The jab and the lock, you got to edge your face because you see he's trying to come over the top with the right hand. And then leading off with the uppercut, okay? So listen, watch your face. When you see the uppercut coming, just turn and shoot yours. Okay? Because it's right there. All right? Hey, everything else looks good, though, okay? That was a good round, all right? We're not going to worry about that first round, okay? Now we got to pick it up a little bit. Pick it up a little bit for me, all right?
If Leija is going to steal Thunder's thunder, he's going to have to get closer, fight him on the inside.
And just to show you how pronounced has been Gatti's move toward more boxing under Buddy McGirt, in round one he threw 54 jabs, landed 14 of them. So Gatti's become a jab machine, Roy.
A beautiful jab machine, and I just love to see him when he boxes like this. Boxing like this, he has a chance of beating anybody. The only problem that he has is he has to make sure that he doesn't let himself get tricked into a war or make him change into the Incredible Hulk again. Because this is the best boxing I've seen from Gatti.
Buddy McGirt's first fight with Arturo Gatti was Gatti against Tehran Millet in 2002. That was in the small room at Madison Square Garden where Gatti really affected the beginnings of his comeback. He had been blown out by Oscar De La Hoya, outgunned and outsized in a previous fight. He came back and knocked out Millet. That started things under McGirt. McGirt got a lot of attention for accurately predicting to the New York writers that Gatti would drop Millet with a right hand in the 4th round, and he did it. Hard right hand by Leija there. And you heard both corners talking between rounds about that's what Jesse wants to do, get in that overhand right. And he lands it again. Good left by Gatti as Leija was stepping in one more time to try to throw the right.
And the one good thing for Gatti is I'm sure he's above 150 pounds right now, and that will enable him to take those punches a little bit better because he's definitely the bigger fighter here.
Double jab by Gatti. Leija dodged the right hand. Once again, they jab at the same time, and Arturo's able to stick his right onto Leija's chin. Buddy McGirt instantly spotted that Leija wants to jab when Gatti jabs, told him, feint the jab, make him throw his, then step around it.
Marco Antonio Barrera, the great featherweight.
Good right hand by Gatti. That was cracked.
Has made a similar transition as Gatti, going from a brawler to a boxer, and made it successful. Crowd very quiet. Didn't come here for a sparring session.
And the good thing to see is that to show you that Gatti, Leija is not here to lay down. He just took a beautiful right hand from Gatti early in the round that should have laid the normal 40-pounder down.
Leija is given as good as he gets here in this 2nd round. He's found chances to land both his right hand and his left hook, just as Gatti has landed some sharp right hands in addition to his jab. Good fight, but it's a boxing match, not a brawl.
Good body shot. Okay. Send him up beautiful, baby. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. Relax, very good. Now let's go with the double jabs now. Double jab. Let's start putting some more body shots together. Don't have to be hard, just fast shots. Okay? Now keep stepping to your right because he's throwing that right hand. Okay, so double jab, then step around. Okay, very good, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful, baby.
Okay? Because it's going to be there for you. He ain't going to see it coming. Right. You understand? Now look. Let's get a little closer and start trying to work his body a little bit now, okay? Can we do that? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Keep moving that head. Keep moving that head. Okay? Yeah. He's throwing that right hand. You see it, you go on the outside.
Here you see Gatti working off of this beautiful jab and came with a beautiful right hand off the jab as he tricked Leija and lean over to the left, trying to slip the jab. That came all from the work of the jab.
You know, the image of Gatti as a blood and guts warrior will never diminish. But in fact, he hasn't had a serious problem in bleeding for more than 4 years.
Since the Joe Hutchinson fight in Montreal back in the year 2000. Power punches through the first 2 rounds, Leija has landed more. And that's because Gatti has been so almost totally focused on the jab. He's landed 34 jabs in the first 2 rounds. I wonder how long Gatti's fans will stay in love with Arturo Gatti, the pure boxer. Probably as long as he keeps winning, it's okay.
And as long as he pulls knockouts out the head at the end of the night, they're happy. They don't care how he got there.
Gatti jabbing and ducking and slipping punches, boxing beautifully into the 3rd. Left hook to the body. Always one of Arturo's best punches. Straight right hand, quick and flush.
That was a beautiful counter, something that you didn't see from him much when he was a warrior.
There's the same counter right hand. Sharp. And there's a solid right hand from Leija.
And Leija is a true veteran of the game, even at 38 years old.
No matter how skilled you become as a boxer, if you're a warrior like Arturo Gatti and you get clocked with a hard right hand like he did from Leija about 45 seconds ago, your first instinct is to want to fire back. So he's having to control that.
Showing a lot of discipline.
Really is.
I wish he'd show a little less discipline.
It's for him, Larry, not for us. Oh, he almost got a chance to knock Leija into the cheap seats with a counter right hand, but just missed over the top. But Arturo has been so accurate in this third round that Leija has had few chances. He's been on the defensive against a guy who is putting his punches together pretty well.
The jab is starting to bother Leija now.
I find myself asking the question of myself, does Leija want to take the risks to get to Gatti? Is he willing to take it in order to get Gatti into the rolling mode that could serve him best?
Well, he did get in one solid right hand there, but not many chances in the third round, and it begins to look as though he's going to have to take some risks and go inside against that terrific jab Gatti's throwing. Next Wednesday at 10 p.m., tune in to Inside the NFL Super Bowl special on the Patriots and Eagles. Join Bob Costas, Chris Collinsworth, Dan Marino, and Chris Carter for picks and analysis from Jacksonville, Florida, the site of Super Bowl 39.
Keep doubling the jab. Little feints double. All right, that double blow is messing him up, okay? But keep, every now and then, touch him downstairs, baby. Very good. You put on the clinic, okay?
On it behind the jab, okay? And look, move around a little bit this long. Move around a little bit. Use your feints, move around. When you get close to him, bam, 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 and step around, okay? That's how we got to win the round. Listen to me.
At this rate, the cut man Joe Souza could go take a seat in the bleachers.
In the first round, Gatti threw 54 jabs. In the third round, Gatti threw 58 jabs. He has become a paint job operator. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through three?
Attention, 3 rounds to nothing, 30-27, Arturo Thunder Gatti. Jim, I gotta tell you something. I always talk about ring generalship. When you keep a guy at the perfect distance, in other words, just far enough away so he can't hit you, like Arturo Gatti is keeping Jesse James Leija, that's great ring generalship. He keeps him just far enough to hit him with the jab and then come across with the right hand.
You know, throughout much of his career, Arturo Gatti had a lot of high-contact fights without many knockouts. If he keeps jabbing like this, Roy, he might see his knockout percentage go way up.
He will. And the thing I think he's realized at this point in the fight is that Leija really can't hurt him.
So does that make it target practice from here on in?
No, it won't make him change into the incredible hook so fast because the shots are not really upsetting him that much. He can box and stay disciplined that way. And he is a beautiful specimen when he boxes. I'd rather see him fight like this all his career.
Well, early in his career, this was the way he fought. He out-dueled Tracy Harris Patterson, who was a brilliant boxer, over the course of 12 terrific rounds. And a lot of people didn't notice, because that came at the same time as his all-out wars with Wilson Rodriguez and a couple of other fighters, that Arturo was really capable of doing that. And in the eyes of many, maybe he forgot it too.
One thing you know, Jim, that when he starts fighting elite fighters, if he gets past this fight, he always can reach down and reach back for the warrior in him. That will never leave him.
And once he realized how much the fans liked it, I think it turned him on even more.
But you still have to think that one punch here could change matters with a cut or some other happenstance.
Gatti lands a right uppercut and a solid left hook, backing Leija away. Leija is getting in the occasional right hand, the occasional left to the body, but mostly one punch at a time for James.
Break, don't punch.
Chopping right hand there. Gatti, landing the jab over and over, is able to land some interesting combinations like that. Left hook to the body, left hook upstairs.
Oh, good shot.
Right to the body, left hook. Gatti showing a lot of game. Whole lot of game. Dominating the fight.
Okay, good. Let's stay focused now. Okay, and watch those looping right hands. Okay, double jab is working beautiful. All right, let's start putting a little more combinations together. Okay, next round we start backing them up some. Okay, but don't load up. Don't look for the one punch. Okay, don't look for the, well, use the speed, baby. You know what I mean? If we got to beat them all night, we beat them all night. All right, you put on the nice clinic, but always stay focused. All right, now.
Look, we got to. Look, we can't take no chance. We don't know how these people score in this fight. You understand? We here to win. We're not here to lose. Look, we gotta hurt this man now, okay? I want you to hurt this man. I want you to get close to him with 5, 6, 7 punches at a time. Stepping around, don't get up high. Take the chance right there.
Ryan Shields telling Leija if he's going to win the fight, right now he's got to start attacking.
We'll see if Leija has the will to go in and attack against a bigger Arturo Gatti, who's been able to hit him freely so far in the fight.
He definitely won't win stand outside on his jab, so he needs to go in and work the body more to try to lessen Gatti's power and get Gatti into one of those brawling fights that Gatti likes to fight. That's his only chance, because he's not going to win this fight.
What a right hand. And this is what I mean by if he keeps jabbing, his knockout percentage will go up. Leija had no chance to see the right hand because the jab has been in his face all night.
Back to the corner. You all right? Where you at? Where you at? Come on, step to me, step to me. Back up, go!
Leija's got his chance here as Gatti opens up. And Jesse landed a couple shots, but he takes a huge left hook. Wobbling from the left hook, but still on his feet as he bounces off the ropes and lands a right hand.
Break, don't punch, back up.
A long time to go in this round, and Leija is dazed.
But he lands a left hook that momentarily backs Gatti off. Now Gatti's left hook lands again, and again.
He's hoping that Gatti gets reckless and leaves himself open.
And that left hook puts Leija back on the canvas for the second time.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Didn't make it. Another knockout victory for Arturo Gatti.
Off of that beautiful jab. Off of that beautiful jab.
He's going to get better and better if he keeps fighting this way.
Well, a veteran fighter in Leija just really didn't want to take any more punishment and stayed down after the second knockdown.
Roy Jones pointed out the moment at which it had become clear that Leija couldn't hurt Gatti. From that point forward, Roy, it was just bigger man, bigger punch.
Bigger man, bigger punch, and pretty much target practice because he worked the jab so beautifully to set up everything. He knew sooner or later if he kept him out at that range, he was going to catch him with a right hand that he wasn't expecting, and that's what happened to him.
I think in terms of blending boxing skill with his ability to attack, this may have been one of the best performances of Gatti's career.
Yeah, there the right hand was right off the jab. Caught Leija out on the end where Leija wasn't ready. Leija was not at range to punch. He was only in range to be hit, and he never saw the right hand coming because of the jab. Those are the most deadly shots, the ones you don't see coming. Here, Gatti just kept the pressure on his trade left hooks. Leija just was really trying to land something big and hope he could get lucky, but he couldn't. That overhand, that left hook right there to the forehead pretty much did the job.
Yeah. Power punches landing flush on the top of the head do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do. Especially when the guy probably outweighs you by 5 or 6 pounds at least.
So Leija, very professionally, stays on the canvas and allows referee Earl Brown to count to 10. He was outgunned tonight against an Arturo Gatti who was boxing beautifully, staying disciplined, and knew the fight was going to come to him. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Earl Brown counts to 10, and this contest is over at 1 minute, 48 seconds of round number 5. The winner by knockout victory, and still WBC super lightweight champion of the world, Arturo Thunder